The decimated Blood Angels desperately defend Baal against the largest invasion to hit the Imperium. As the war takes its toll, more and more Blood Angels fall to the Black Rage. Lemartes and his chaplains rally the Death Company for one last furious battle. Will they meet their fate amongst the corpses of the enemy? Find out next in this 40K in 40 minutes. Greetings 40K fans, JT the Voice here, welcoming you to this episode where we reenact an absolute classic matchup. Tak brings the Blood Angels' lost brethren to face Mubin's invasion fleet Tyranids as we revisit the desolation of Baal.
Hive Fleet Leviathan is here to continue our destruction of the Baal system.
This Hive city was completely overrun by Tyranids, and now Lemartes and the Death Company want to take it back. I'm playing the Lost Brethren. It is mostly Death Company because I love the story of this. The Marines making one final push, something right out of the books. My army is being led by Lemartes. He's going to be joined with a 10-man squad of Death Company Marines with jump packs. I've also got Astorath coming in with 5 Death Company with jump packs. My heavy hitters come in the form of a Repulsor Executioner, a Death Company Dreadnought, as well as an Invictor tactical Warsuit. My game plan is to simply rush forward, take a bit of damage, get angry, and respond in kind.
I've got an invasion fleet army, and oh boy, this is gonna be a ton of fun. We're here to devour things. I'm going to use the Hormagaunts and Termagants as just screening chaff to just move up, get me control of the board, while the bigger meteor monsters like the Screamer Killer and the Maleceptor make their way up and then tear those Space Marines apart. I've also got the Neurotyrant and his trusty 6-man Zone Throw squad to just blast away at whatever decides to show its face. It's gonna be carnage, it's gonna be madness, it's gonna be fun.
Today's mission is Purge the Foe. Starting on the second command phase, players will score 4 points for holding an objective and 4 more points for holding more than their opponent. Every turn, they'll be able to score 4 points for killing one of the opponent's units, and starting turn 2, will also score 4 extra points for killing more than their opponent. I'm expecting the scores to be high and the back and forth trading to be at an absolute premium. Today's mission special rule is Fog of War. That means everybody's gonna have cover the first turn and no core stratagems except new orders. That means no Overwatch, no command reroll, no heroic intervention, and no go to ground.
Okay, the Tyranids have won the day. They have completely overrun the city. The Death Company, desperate to take back some of Baal, has arrived, try to reclaim.
Try. Tyranids aren't gonna let that happen. We're gonna destroy the Death Company, we're gonna have more snacks, we're just gonna continue to feed.
All right, so what we've done is kind of deployed fairly on the line. We're playing Hammer and Anvil here, and it really is 2 armies that just want to crash into each other. The weird thing with the Lost Brethren is I don't start to get my bonuses unless my units are hurt. So my deployment here, I've got a Invictor Tactical Warsuit. It's got Scout, Death Company Captain. I know it's red. He has recently lost his entire squad. Has the Vengeful Onslaught enhancement. In the turn that he's killed, the rest of my Death Company get +1 to their hit rolls. Repulsor Executioner, inside of it is my Bladeguard Veterans as well as the Judiciar. Got a Chaplain with some Death Company Marines, Death Company Dreadnought, Death Company Marines with jump packs being led by Lemartes. And then over on the flank, I've got a Chaplain with some Death Company Marines. Death Company kind of need the Chaplains because without the Chaplains, they fall to OC0.
Tak's got Astorath and his 5 Death Company, as well as the Chaplain and Terminators in reserve. Both those units for Tak have Deep Strike.
So, to fight this insidious Death Company threat, 2 Screamer Killers, got 1 right here, 1 over on the other side, 3 units of Hormagaunts, there's 1 here, and then I've got 2 on that side as well. I've got a big blob of 20 Termagants, because who doesn't love a big blob of Termagants? 10 Termagants in the middle here with a Maleceptor, the Swarm Lord, and a Biovore, because Biovore is always great for scoring. And Deathleaper just peeking past the deployment zone, ready to pounce on some unsuspecting Space Marines. The Neurotyrant with his 6 Zone Throw friends. But there's also a Neurolictor hiding on that side as well.
Mubin's got the Lictor and some Ripper Swarms, as well as his Flying Tyrant in reserve. The Ripper Swarms and the Flying Tyrant also can Deep Strike for Mubin. So it's really going to be about putting pressure where they need to. This is what I'd call a full send deployment from pretty much both players. They're literally on the line. Let's go, Buffalo. Ooh-wee. I can't wait. Swarmlord's Vect Aura, that extra aura of a +1 command point, will be absolutely clutch. If he's in the middle, bullying and making Armor of Contempt cost 2 command points, that could be the death knell for Tak.
You know what? Before the battle begins, I was gonna get a snack, but they're empty already.
I wanted a snack too.
These Magic Spoon treats are so tasty, crispy, crunchy, and airy without the chewy stickiness of a protein bar.
Ben, were you aware that Magic Spoon fits a variety of diets and great for carb-conscious lifestyles? Have you got any more over there, Ben?
Sure, Nick. Here you go.
Thanks, but where have they all gone?
It comes in delicious flavors, like honey almond and peanut butter, or this mixed berry. I just had to sneak away from the game to get in a snack. As you can see, we at PlayOn love our Magic Spoon cereals, treats, and granola, but don't just take our word for it. Use code PLAYMAGIC or click the link in the description below to try Magic Spoon treats or granola today and get $5 off. You can also find Magic Spoon on Amazon or in your nearest grocery store. Plus, Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee online. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So click the link in the description or go to magicspoon.com/playmagic or scan the QR code on the screen for $5 off.
Now the question is, do you want to go first? Do I want to go first? I'm actually okay with both.
With Purge, going second is really good. You kind of respond to the kill or kill more, or the hold or hold more.
Got a 1.
I also got a 2.
Haha, looks like you're going first. They're coming to us, which is good because that means that as they get closer, he's walking into all my optimal ranges.
Just the Invictor Tactical Warsuit. Tac has again scouted him forward. He's going to be in threat range of some juicy targets. He always likes to get it killed early. Movement shows the Swarming Instincts is a synaptic imperative. That's going to give his army sustained hits into infantry. Not a bad choice.
Good luck.
Good luck, Tac.
So I've got a command point.
I get 1 too. Yay.
Tac's first turn, he's pulled Establish Locus and Containment, choosing Oath of Moment on the Zoanthropes.
We're gonna go into movement. Invictor Warsuit up. I'm gonna go establish the locus. My poor captain into the danger zone.
Cannot establish Locus with Lone Captain as he's outside of range of a Chaplain and has an OC, objective control of 0. Movement phase is positioning, positioning, positioning. He can grab a really early lead here with these secondaries if he can keep his Black Rage under control. That's a 5-inch advance for the Big Death Company squad. Wrathful Rampage for a command point. They're going to be able to advance and charge.
Shut down some deep strikes later on. Then we go into the shooting phase, do containment with the Death Company Marines.
Invictor Warsuit is choosing to shoot, going to thin the Zoanthropes rather than contain for 3 points. Only 1 goes down. I'm not sure it was her 3 points for killing one last cannon on a stick. We shall see.
Then we go into charges.
Charge phase, Lemartes and friends. They fail even with a built-in Death Company reroll.
Thank God. This means I have a chance of taking Lemartes out of the picture on my turn.
Invictor Warsuit makes a charge. Invictor kills only 4 Hormagaunts. That is really disappointing. 1 Zoanthrope and 4 Hormagaunts to trade for an Invictor Warsuit.
Oh, they're absolutely going to pile in and they're going to scratch at your armor. I got 1.
4+. I make it.
Ah, I didn't scratch the paint.
Tac does score 3 total points here on secondaries as he discards Establish Locus for a command point.
All right, so.
Movement's pulled no prisoners and secure no man's land.
Well, that's going to be a bloody turn.
Now, I wanted to take some damage so I get angrier. I don't want you to wipe squads.
Force Battle Shock on the Invictor Warsuit. That's big. And Synapse is going to go to the Screamer Killer that is up top. 2 command points, Tac, 3 for movement.
Let's do some moving and killing. The Neurolictor is just going to hop onto that objective.
Let's grab his top objective. Screamer Killer closing on the Invictor as well. Movement spreading some aura goodness here just to make sure that Invictor that failed its Battle Shock check dies this turn.
That was kind of the play with the Tactical Warsuit, is keeping you a little bit farther back. Again, just keep getting my Tactical Warsuit killed.
Oh, here come the Hormagaunts, 16-inch advance, and of course, they can still charge. As much staging and pressing forward for movement here, he needs to be mindful of Tac's reserves. Death Company and Terminators. They could sneak in his backlines fairly easy.
I'm going to send Deathleaper anywhere. I think I'm actually going to send him towards Lemartes and friends. So for now, shooting phase.
Screamer Killer on the bottom left into Lemartes and friends. A wound is done. Battle Shock is passed. 20 Termagants flesh bores into Lemartes, all saved.
This is not going the way I want it to at all.
Maliceptor now, same target. Tac with Armor of Contempt to try and save him. Stacking with cover because of Fog of War. That should help. 8 saves made, 3 get through, and 3 die.
Lost 3, jeez.
Zoanthropes and Neurotyrant all into the Invictor. It's in trouble. Wow, 2 wounds left on the Invictor. Termagants trying to gut it down. Nope. Biomore drops shots on the home objective Death Company. I gotta think he'd have been better off using a Spore Mine to stymie and block movement. However, it is Purge the Foe, and Spore Mines are easy kill points.
D3 +1 because of blast. Number of shots. Hitting on 4s. 1, which turns into a sustained. Wounding on 3s, 6s are devs. Both a wound. AP 1, 2 damage each.
That's actually pretty good. I'm okay.
So let's charge things, son.
Deathleaper is into the Death Company. Maliceptor fails his charge.
I can't even command reroll that because of Fog of War right now.
Screamer Killer reaches the Invictor. It's not gonna like this.
Hormagaunts are actually going to stay put because their advance gave them this objective, secure no man's land. Charging into your Death Company, as tempting as it would be, is just going to lose me points. Let's go into the fight phase.
Deathleaper first. 2 command points on Adrenal Surge. Deathleaper will critical hit on 5s.
Deathleaper, you have a mission. You have enough output to potentially rip apart Lemartes.
All precision, all into Lemartes, only takes a single wound. Trying to shut down the objective control on that Death Company. Again, Death Company have OC1, but unless they are with a Chaplain, they do not have an objective control statistic, which means they cannot hold objectives. Screamer Killer now, 10 attacks on 3s, wounding on 2s. That should do it. Down goes the Invictor. That is 2 no prisoners and 4 for a kill.
Lemartes is gonna get into base.
Last command point for movement on rapid regeneration, desperately trying to save Deathleaper.
Can Deathleaper survive an angry squad of Death Company Marines?
Oh, down he goes.
Nope.
That's really unfortunate.
Already does knock you off of that objective, right?
Tack does manage a kill on Movement's half of the turn, takes him up to 7. Movement also gets a kill and 2 for no prisoners and 2 for secure no man's land, takes him to 8. He's got a single point lead as we head to turn 2.
All right, so we go into turn 2. Turn 2 is where I really need to get aggressive because I need to put the hurt on the Tyranids.
Tack has pulled Cleanse and Call the Horde.
Pretty sure I'm not gonna be cleansing anything. That's funny, I can actually do Call the Horde.
4 points on primary, takes him up to 11. Oath of Moment on the Maliceptor.
The Maliceptor is really good at taking out Space Marines, so that's gonna be my Oath of Moment target.
Movement's got 8, Tack's got 11. Here we go, turn 2 movement.
Lemartes and friends all to within 1 inch of the Gaunts.
Movement using their Skulking Horrors ability to move them. A normal move of D6, it's a 5. That should help protect his Maliceptor a bit, unless they all get shot up good. Regular old Death Company Marines moving up. Death Company Dreadnought moves up with an advance, putting him 6 inches from the Maliceptor, using Wrathful Rampage to be able to still charge. Unfortunately, Swarm Lord not quite in range. Bladeguard stay inside the Repulsor this turn.
So I'm gonna further string out the Death Company.
Backfield, Death Company Marines further zoning out Movement's deep strikes. Incoming reserves for Tack. Astaroth the 5 Death Company with jump packs descend from the heavens.
I know I can't score with him yet, but I'm gonna drop Astorath here in the backfield so he can start to bully Movement's flank.
Terminators come in defensively. He's really concerned about Movement deep striking in his home zone, but it may limit those Terminators' effectiveness.
Terminators are also gonna drop. I would love more kills here, and maybe I can charge onto that objective.
I won't be bringing any of my reserves. No rapid ingress for me yet.
All right, so we're gonna go to the shin phase, and let's start the culling of the Horde.
Here come the guns. Lemartes and friends into the Termagant cull target while Lemartes shoots the Screamer Killer.
Lemartes onto the Scream Killer. Here is his Absolver pistol. That's a hit. 5. Nope. 4 heavy bolt pistols into the Gaunts. Wounding on 3s. That is 3.
6s. I make 1. So 2 of the little Gaunts die.
I am not supercharging the plasma. It misses.
Death Company Marines into the Hormagaunts kill 2. Repulsor splitting fire, big guns into the Maliceptor, 1 damage guns into the Gaunts. Command point rapid regeneration for the Maliceptor, trying to shrug some damage here. Oh wow, Snake Eyes on the saves for both laser destroyers.
Oh no!
16 damage.
I live with 4.
4 wounds remaining on the Maliceptor. 13 Termagants left.
Are we good with that being it for the Repulsor Executioner?
Yeah. You wanted more?
Death Company Dread also splits fire, Gaunts and Maliceptor. 3 more dead Gaunts, but no damage to the Maliceptor. Terminators into those top 4 Gaunts. All those shots and 5 still left.
And then we head into charges.
Astorath charging from Deep Strike, he fails. Death Company Dreadnought reaches the Maliceptor. Lemartes and friends reach the Termagants. Death Company Marines reach the Hormagaunts on the bottom table. Terminators charging at a Deep Strike with a 10. Oh boy, that was huge.
Ooh. Oh boy, wasn't expecting him to charge those Terminators in, but this just means he's that much closer for me to actually shoot.
So the only one that did not make his charge is Astorath. So the first thing I want to do is try to take out the Maleceptor.
Death Company Dreadnought into the Maleceptor. He gone. Oh no!
That is the Maleceptor. That's huge.
Death Company Chainswords into the Termagants, killing 5 left. Eviscerators, can he do it? He can! That is 5 for Cull the Horde and another kill for Purge the Foe. Death Company Marines force 14 saves on the Hormagaunts. That's another dead unit.
Terminators are going to do their poly move, so that gets me base there.
Terminators now, and down goes another screening unit. Attack does score Cull Horde to give him 5 more points on secondary, discarding Cleanse for a command point. That puts him to 8 on secondaries, 8 on primaries, but he has got a kill, and he potentially has kill more as he sits at 4 at present. Let's see how Mubin responds in his turn.
I had a aggressive turn.
It's time to repay that aggression with more aggression. We still have assets. We still have some big angries. See if we can turn the game around here.
Mubin's drawn overwhelming force and behind enemy lines.
Oh, this actually works out. It's good and bad though.
Forces Battle Shock on the Terminators, they pass. Neurolids put the top Screamer Killer and the nearby Hormagaunts into Synapse. 4 primary points for holding an objective. It's 16-12 for attack.
And now I have got to kill 4 units to catch up to you. Let's start with the movement phase.
Screamer Killer moves up to the Death Company and Lemartes.
Swarmlord is also going to come say hi.
Synapse Hormagaunts move to take out that lone captain, it looks like.
The Neurolictor is going to sneak around towards your side of the table.
Top Screamer Killer closing on the Terminators.
Termagants are just going to advance.
Zoanthropes move to get shots.
If you decide to charge me to try and get onto my home objective, it's still a bit of a long charge. On to reserves.
Flyrant comes in from Deep Strike. Ripper Swarms come in as well. That's going to be a max score for behind enemy lines. Shooting phase now, Biovore is going to make Astorath Squad think twice about getting close to his home objective, dropping a spore mine.
Traffic control.
We're planning a 5-course meal here, and we're just doing it 1 course at a time. He's a later course.
The appetizer was Invictor Warsuit.
Yep.
Are we onto the main or the soup?
I feel like this is the soup. Speaking of soup, let's liquefy some brains.
Swarmlord guns do nothing into Lemartes and friends. Absolutely nothing. Oh no.
Good job, Swarmlord.
Screamer Killer, same target.
D6 plus 3. That's better. And there is still 5 of you, so I get 1 more. 4s and 2s. Get a sustained in there. That's more like it. 6 saves, AP 2, 1 damage each.
So 4+ on the one guy that's hiding. He's okay? He's okay? He's okay?
Really?
He's okay? He's okay?
Oh my lord.
He's okay!
Wow.
Did that really just happen?
Yes. Yes, it did.
I just tanked all of that. That barely ever happens.
Battle Shock is also passed.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep these over here in my special pile.
Terminators also getting the Screamer Killer treatment, top of frame.
Scream at him. Oh, he doesn't do as good. 4s. He hits all of them. Thanks to sustained. 3s. 2, AP 2, 1 damage each.
My 4 up. 1 goes through.
Take a damage.
So 1 Terminator is down to 2 wounds remaining.
And they pass their Battle Shock. Termagants behind the Screamer Killer up top now, shooting the Terminators 2. Nothing extra there. 2-ups are a thing.
Terminators doing Terminator things.
Neurotyrant and Zoanthropes into the Terminators. Neurotyrant fails to hurt him, but Zoanthropes with 19 shots with sustained hits get 21 hits and put 14 wounds through. Oh, he's failed 5. Oh, but the damage rolls. Only 2 dead Terminators and another takes 2 wounds. That could have been so much worse for TAC.
Well, that shooting did not go what way I wanted at all.
I was expecting a lot more.
So we're gonna go into the charge phase.
Charge phase now, Swarmlord reaches the Dreadnought. Screamer Killer into Lemartes and Death Company friends. Second Screamer Killer up top reaches the Terminators. Neurolictor also reaches the Terminators. Hormagaunts try to reach the captain. Oh no! Snake Eyes! That's a fail! That is not good! He needed on that objective, and he needed to kill that captain. Wing Tyrant charging the Death Company Marines on his home objective.
Everyone's made it in. Now for the big one.
It's a 9. He's in. Well, that is something.
I'm hoping he can just tear him apart by himself. So I'm going to spend 2 command points here.
2 command points now for moving on Adrenal Surge, putting both Screamer Killers to give sustained hits on 5s.
Because this time, they're both in Synapse range.
Into Lemartes and friends, 7 saves needed. There's 4 dead. That leaves 2 Eviscerators, a Power Fist, and Lemartes. Top Screamer Killer now kills the Terminators. That's going to get movement to kill and an overwhelming force.
So it's just the Chaplain left.
Neurolictor takes the Chaplain down to 3 wounds left. Flying Hive Tyrant now. Attack Armour of Contempt for a command point. It helped. He's only lost 1 model.
Yeah, somehow fighting over there kills him. The Winged Hive Tyrant has killed all of a single Death Company Marine.
Swarmlord now to Death Company Dread. Wow. Attack only takes 6 wounds. That is some crazy rolls.
That, I believe, is all my fighting.
Fightbacks.
Clapback Chaplain whiffs. Flying Tyrant takes a single wound. That's gonna trigger his enhancement. Starting next turn, he's gonna have a 4-up Feel No Pain. Nice.
Your dice are a roller coaster.
Swarmlord and the Dreadnought. The Dread forces 5 saves, and Mubin makes them all.
Woo! Nicely done.
Lemartes and the 3 remaining Death Company into the Screamer Killer, chipping away at him. Screamer Killer lives on 4 wounds remaining. Dak does manage a kill more as well as a kill there to give himself an extra 8 points on primary, takes him to 24. However, Mubin scored 3 on overwhelming force, 4 on behind enemy lines. His secondary scores 11. He gets a kill for another 4 on primary. It is 23-24 for Tak at the start of turn 3.
Not a bad turn. Kind of positioned and taking over a flank. Tak's taking over the other flank. I think we're just going to start circling around the board at this point.
It is a close game, and I'm really worried about the assets that I have left. I expect turn 3 to be even bloodier. Start turn 3.
I got a command point.
I'm gonna go to 3.
Woo!
Saving a lot of those because I knew Swarmlord was gonna get in my face. Let's see if the secondaries help me out.
Tak's pulled Marked for Death and Area Denial, marking the Neurolictor, Screamer Killer, and the Zoanthrope Blob in front of Tak.
Yeah, I don't have any idea how I'm gonna deal with that flank at all. I am going to Oath of Moment the Screamer Killer. Because if I can kill the Screamer Killer in the shooting phase, I can still charge Lemartes into the Swarmlord.
Lemartes and friends have failed their battle shock. Primary Tak gets 4 points for holding an objective. 28-23 as we head to turn 3 movement. Here come the Bladeguard Vets and the Judiciar out of their transport.
And then they'll just move now 6 inches towards the gaunts.
I don't think the center is going to hold for long against that squad. Astorath and squad move past the Spore Mine, staying out of its explosive reach. Death Company Marines fall back to hold the home objective.
My captain with jump pack actually wants to go right in the middle there, just to give me options to either charge the Swarmlord if I need to.
The Death Company Marines bottom screen move to the middle. Repulsor Executioner moves to take over the objective that the Death Company Marines just abandoned. It's also going to get some clear lanes of fire from there. Rapid ingress, Lictor for free, closing on Tak's home objective.
Good old pincer move. So we're gonna start the killing party.
Astorath shoots down the Spore Mine, he gone.
So that is 1 kill.
Lemartes and company fail to down the Screamer Killer they're in combat with pistols. More shots from Death Company Marines.
Only 4 hits, 6s. I got 1, EP1.
Need a 3. A is okay.
Oh man, my plan may fail.
Dreadnought targeting outside of combat, trying to kill the Biovore. 2 wounds left to the Biovore.
So then it comes down to the big tank.
Repulsor splits fire, big guns into the Swarmlord, little guns into the Screamer Killer. Mubin rapidly regenerating him for a command point. The command reroll gets 2 through for Tak. 1 is save is made. Swarmlord down to 6 wounds left. Finally, the Screamer goes down. That is a 2nd kill.
Astorath is kind of going, hey guys, so when do I get to play? I think it's charge o'clock.
Jump Captain reaches the Swarmlord. Lemartes reaches the Swarmlord. Thank goodness for built-in rerolls. Death Company Marines fail their charge. Bladeguard fail. Command, reroll, and he's in. No point in rolling that out. 6 Hormagaunts will not survive the onslaught of Bladeguard.
Goodbye, Gaunties. Gonna go to Lemartes and friends next.
Lemartes and friends now. Can Swarmlord survive?
Oh god, not like that.
Oh no! He's down already! That is a 4th kill!
We are now at the point that I feared. Defensive fights now.
Yep.
Screamer Killer to the Chaplain. Tak Armour of Contempt one last time on his Chaplain. Not enough! Down it goes! That will give movement a kill and a head start on next turn. However, Tak has managed to score area denial, discarding Mark for death to get a command point. He's got 13 secondary and 20 primary at present with a kill and 4 kills in hand. 33-23 as we head to Mubin's turn 3.
I only get 1 command point now because you killed my poor Swarmlord. Monster.
He was a monster. He ate all the citizens of this hive city. Mubin's reprisal could be massive.
We've got secondaries to draw.
Mubin has pulled engage on all fronts and sabotage.
Okay. This could be good.
Neuroloid goes to the Screamer Killer and to the Biovore. Biovore passes its Battle Shock. 4 points on a primary for holding an objective for Mubin. He's up to 27 to Tak's 33.
I hold, but I do not hold more because you've now taken 3 objectives. Into the movement phase.
Termagants advance a total of 10 inches. Zoanthropes and Neurotyrant squeeze in to target that Captain and Lemartes and maybe the Dreadnought. Termagants making sure of the engage on all fronts.
Screamer Killer's just going to hop over.
Neurolictor backs up to hold that top objective.
Hive Tyrant's just going to come by and say hello. Lictor's going to hop into this piece of terrain here.
Lictor looking to sabotage. Not a bad option with that lone op unit.
And Ripper Swarm is just going to pop into the building here. I'm just going to put him on top so we know that he's hiding. Let's go into the shooting phase.
Shooting phase now, Spore Mine in, danger close.
Really don't want me charging a home objective.
Screamer Killer.
Screamer Killer yells at the Bladeguard, 1 wound and a past Battle Shock.
I expected as much.
Oh, Termagants take the lone captain down to a wound. Wowie wawa. That's unexpected.
You know what? You did not kill me with glance. I'm okay with that.
Zoanthrope splitting fire. Oh, folks, what do we say about splitting fire?
Don't split fire. Don't split fire. Do it.
Move it. This is too much split fire.
No, it's enough. It's perfect. 2 of the Zoanthropes use their focus profile into the Death Company Dreadnought. They can see them.
I do get cover.
The other Zoanthropes are going to shoot into Lemartes and friends using the blast profile. The Neurotyrant is going to blast profile the captain.
Okay, I hope this works out for you.
I believe. I know what JT's gonna say here. I know you don't split fire. All goes well, I actually managed to tie for kills. Or if I just focus fire 1 or 2 of the units down, I'm still not gonna get kill more and Tak will still score it anyway. Starting with the Dreadnought shots. Hitting on 2s. You're not battle shocked. That makes me sad. I hit twice. Winning on 3s.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
I'm gonna command reroll for a 3. Hey, that's a wound. AP 3, you got cover.
4 up.
Okay.
Spend 1 command point. I need this to be a 4.
Don't you do it.
That's a 3 again.
And this is gonna be a 5. Oh, it's a 4. So it is 5 damage. Feel no pain?
How many? I block 1 more.
You have 2 wounds remaining.
That means I am very angry at you. He already has twin linked weapons. It never comes into play for him.
Shooting into the captain.
Oh no, the captain lives.
He needs to roll not a 1. Go away.
Death Company with Lemartes now. 1 down. Can 2 Zoanthropes do it? 1 left on a single wound and Lemartes. All of that and nothing died. What is it we always say again, folks?
How many kills did you get with that split fire?
Not enough. Before I end my shooting phase, the Lictor back here is going to sabotage this building.
Uh-oh. That's 6 points.
All right, well, let's do some chargy things.
Flying Hive Tyrant is in. Screamer Killer needs a 10 to the Bladeguard. Nope, not with a 2.
To be honest, I would have been okay with them making the charge because the Bladeguard live and then the Judiciar gets to they have to fight first.
Flying Hive Tyrant epic challenge into the Chaplain on Tak's home objective for free thanks to the Will of the Hive Mind ability. This is spicy. If he kills him, Tak no longer holds that objective.
Oh no!
Chop him down. No sustain, and I've dropped 1. 2s. Hey, look at that. All of them.
He's got 8 saves to make.
2 damage each.
He has a 4 up invuln. So 4 pluses here on the Chaplain. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a bad start.
Make 1, fill 1. So it's 2 damage so far.
1 at a time.
Yep.
He's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Oh, don't you do this to me again.
Nope, that's a 1. Command reroll here.
Is he gonna live?
He's okay. He's okay.
Oh my god, Tak.
He's okay.
Don't you do this.
Yeah!
God.
Tak just made 8 of 9 4-up saves. Who are you and what are you doing with Tycho's dice?
I'm okay. Surprising turn of events. He's got 2 wounds remaining.
He takes the Flying Hive Tyrant, the one with a 2-up, 4-up, and a 4-up feel no pain, to half wounds with 4 Death Company Marines and a Chaplain. What the heck?
Ow. What the heck is going on back here?
Despite it not going as good as it could, Mubin still scores 4 points on engagement all front, and Sabotage is ongoing, takes him to 15 secondary. He's got a kill. That puts him to 12 and 35 total points. Tak, on the other hand, got kill and kill more again. That's going to give him a total 28 primary, 13 secondary. It's still only a 6-point game, 41-35 as we head to Tak's turn 4.
We're going to see what we can do in round 4, and we all know round 4, shadows are coming.
Battle round 4.
I get a command point.
I get a single command point.
Tak's trying to extend battle lines, and behind enemy lines,
Shadows.
oh, and Mubin pulls Shadows in the warp. This could be clutch. Every unit on the battlefield has to test and at -1, but Chaplains have leadership 5, so this could be tough. Oh, wow, the home objective unit fails. That is big. That's the only one, but that is huge, as that is going to kick Tak off of an objective. Oath of Moment goes into the Flying Hive Tyrant. Regular battle shocks now. Dreadnought fails. Everybody else okay. That failed battle shock's huge. He only gets 4 points for whole. It is 45-35 as we head to Tak's turn 4 movement. Spiritual leader from the Chaplain shrugs the battle shock on that unit. Too late to score, but they'll still be able to be targeted now with stratagem. Jump Captain leaping towards Mubin's home objective.
So that is 1 behind enemy lines.
Astorath and friends land near the spore mine, taking some mortal wounds for their trouble, but it doesn't kill the guy. That's kind of par for the course of this one.
That will destroy the spore mine. That gets me a kill.
Death Company Marines getting a 3 on their advance, run back to hold the bottom objective. Bladeguard move, and the Termagants scurry to get in front of the Zoanthropes, trying to make the charge of the Bladeguard very difficult. Repulsor moves up.
Capping that objective.
Dreadnought and Lemartes stay put. Don't blame them. Don't want to risk an overwatch.
That is it for movement, and we go into shooting.
Death Company Dread opening up into the Termagants. 3 more dead ones, only 3 left. Lemartes picks up 1 more gaunt. Astorath squad targeting the Termagants on Movement's home objective. Captain wounds the Biovore with a plasma pistol, and it's saved.
That's what you get for not overcharging.
I guess so.
Trying to tear down that Flying Hive Tyrant now. Repulsor dumps everything into it. 1 wound left for the Laser Destructor.
Big laser. That is a wound.
Get a 4. Yes.
He's alive on a single wound remaining.
So that plan backfired. We go into charges.
Charge phase now. Jump Captain reaches the Biovore. Astorath and friends into the Termagants on Movement's home objective. They are not long for this universe.
Right, so I need a big charge here.
Multi-charging Bladeguard into Termagants and Zoanthrope succeeds. Lemartes squad also charges deep into Mubin's zone. Paroxysm on the Marines on Tak's home objective. They will be down on attack.
So we'll go with the Judiciar squad.
Bladeguard now. Zoanthrope's getting rapid regeneration for a feel no pain. Oh, still 3 dead Zoanthropes. There's 2 remaining in the Tyrant. Judiciar now kills the last Zoanthrope. It's just the Neurothrope and Neurotyrant remaining. Ooh, Termagants getting Ubered off the board.
Death Company with Astorath, and they're going to go into the Gaunts.
And they are gone. Look at that. What a surprise.
So this is the Captain fighting to the Biovore. Hits on 2s, winning on 5s. Only the 1. Uh-oh.
I believe in you, little buddy. He rolled a 6.
Biovore lives.
All right, well then I don't get that kill.
Ongoing combat.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Tyrant now using Will of the Hive Mind. That's going to let him use Epic Challenge for 0 command points. Try to kill that Chaplain. Tak command rerolls, and he finally got him. 2.5 Death Company remain, but that objective is now Mubin's. As long as the Tyrant can survive the clapback. And he does!
Finally makes the saves. That's pretty big though.
Biovore fails to wound the Captain. Neurotyrant Neurothrope down to the Bladeguard. No real joy there. Tak turn 4 summary is not bad at all. He did score behind enemy lines for 4. He discards extend battle lines to get a command point, has 3 kills, 17 secondary, 32 primary, with a kill in hand, 49 to Mubin's 41, as he's to 21 secondary because Sabotage completes for 6. This one is close.
I go to 2 command points because I ditched extend.
I go to 1.
Neurolights go to the Biovore and Screamer Killer to start Mubin's turn 4. He's pulled Cleanse and Bring It Down.
I've got 2 wounds left on that Dreadnought.
The Neurolictor can definitely do cleanse for at least 2.
Holds an objective to score 4 on primary, 49 to 45.
So what we're gonna do, movement.
Lecter moves up in range of Tak's home objective. He's going to be able to cleanse it as Mubin controls it.
I have no other moves to make. We're gonna go straight into shooting.
Lictor and Neurolictor both cleansing. That's 4 big points.
And then we're gonna do the very minimal shooting that I do have. I'm gonna start with the Screamer Killer, because he only has 1 target to shoot at, and that's gonna be the Dreadnought.
Battle shock, so I can't even oath armor contempt.
D6 plus 3 for number of shots. Hitting on 4s. Oof, only 1. Looking for a 5. Hey, gets a wound. AP2, 1 damage.
So 3 up. I'm okay.
Zoanthrope shoots, misses the Dreadnought. Oh no! Neurotyrant roasts him now. Down go a couple of Bladeguard.
That's all my shooting. So, charges.
Screamer Killer charging the Bladeguard squad.
However, you have fights first.
Paroxysm from the Tyrant. Again, they're going to be -1 to their attacks on that objective. The Judiciar and Bladeguard fight first. We've been using rapid regeneration for the Neurotyrant squad. Tack's going to give rerolls of 1s to hit with the Bladeguard and the Judiciar. Neurothrope down. That is a unit kill for Tack. Screamer Killer now wipes the Bladeguard and the Judiciar, but wait! Tack with a command reroll, and he makes it! The Judiciar lives with a wound left.
And then you get to pick the first ongoing combat.
Tack's using Lost to Rage to get +1 strength attacks and armor penetration on that unit, but at the cost of making his weapons hazardous. Can he down the Hive Tyrant that's on a single wound?
I'm rerolling all of these. And then now I'm wounding on 5s and 6s. Here we go, and rerolling 1s.
Whoa.
And 2 rerolls. Give me 1 more. 1 more. 5 AP2, so they go to your 4 up.
Looking for 4s. Let's see if he lives. He fails 1. He's gonna use this free ability this time around.
He needs Will of the Hive Mind to reroll the save, and he succeeds. He's okay.
Nice. All right.
He lives.
Ooh, okay. Then I owe you 3 hazardous. I'm okay.
5R to the captain, needs to get 1 wound through. No! He fails! The captain kills it, and it explodes!
Oh
1 mortal wound
No!
that the captain saves! Oh wow! There is a death company down. That's a kill for Mubin, but what the deuce?
I still have the Neurotyrant and the Hive Tyrant to fight though.
You do. If Mubin can kill the Judiciar and the Death Company Marines, he can actually tie on kills, and this would be a tie game.
I'm gonna start with the Neurotyrant into the Judiciar.
Oh, the Judiciar lives! He clears the objective of the Death Company Marines, but that kill more is gonna put Tack to 40 primary to Mubin's 28. Mubin does score cleanse for 4. Discards bring it down. It's 57-53 at the end of 4, folks. Don't go anywhere. This ain't over yet.
We go into the final turn of the game. I gain a command point.
I got 1 as well, going to 2 this time. We're going into Tack's turn 5. This is going to be the deciding one.
Tack pulls secure no man's land and engage at all fronts. Dreadnought has failed battle shock. Oh, at the moment, the flying tyrant. Oh, this is big. He holds and holds more for 8 big primary points. Tack sits at 65 to Mubin's 53. Really, what he wants to do is stop Mubin from killing so he can't kill more and catch him.
So we go into movement.
Captain zooms into cover. Lemartes also leaps into cover to stretch for engage at all fronts. Astorath gonna try and kill enough that Mubin's turn isn't gonna matter. Death Company Marines move to engage bottom right and still stay on the objective.
All right, so then we go into shooting. Everything from that repulsor is gonna go into the flying hive tyrant.
He is down. That is 1 kill for Tack and a huge asset loss for Mubin. Death Company Dread now. He's firing into the Neurotyrant. Rapid regeneration, but he misses, and he didn't need it.
And we go into charges.
Charge phase now. Astorath reaches the Neurotyrant. He's in. Mubin choosing to heroically intervene with a Screamer Killer. He's in. Ooh, this is a risky play. Captain's charge fails, but he's still in engage at all fronts range. Fight phase now. Astorath squad using Lost to Rage for the command point. Gets the bonuses. Can he kill both units? Devastating Wounds picks him up. 2nd kill.
To be honest, that was a kill that I really needed.
1 left on the Screamer Killer. I've just got the Screamer Killer, and he's gonna return the favor.
3 failed saves, he's killed 3 bottles, and 1 Marine with Astorath remains. So close. Tack has secured no man's land for 5. He's engaged at all fronts for 2 to take his secondary points to 24. He's at 72 at present with only a potential 2 more for primary, so he should finish the game at 74, 84 with paint. Movement sits at 53, 63 with paint, and it's really going to come down to what secondaries he pulls and can he get enough kills. He's got a Dreadnought on a wound, he's got Astorath on a single Marine. It's there, folks. It's absolutely there.
Last turn, I'm running out of models.
I think I've got a good lead here. With the right draws and with the right moves, Moba could actually tie the game.
Secondaries?
He's pulled Marked for Death and Recover assets, discarding Marked for new orders. Neurolector forces Battle Shock on the Judiciar and he passes. He will not score his primary until the end of turn. Storm Hostile is his new order.
These are not the secondaries I needed. I can maybe go big, kill another Chaplain to steal an objective away.
All about murder, moving to do so. Judiciar dies to the Screamer Killer, there's a kill. Lictor with that big 11-inch charge, oh boy! Ripper with an 11. Neurolector reach Astorath Squad.
That's all the charges. So we are gonna start with the precision attacks on this side here first. I kill the character, I get a command point.
Lictor now, and if he kills the Chaplain, he'll flip that objective. Oh no! He lives with 2. Neurolector now trying to ice Astorath, also fails. No! Astorath into the Screamer Killer, that's another kill for Tack, and that is gonna do it, folks.
And with that, you cannot outkill me.
I cannot outkill you, I cannot outscore you.
But I think that's game.
Good game, Tack.
I was bloody.
84-71 is your final in favor of the Blood Angels. Gentlemen, what a fantastic game. I can't help but think, had some of those charges played out and some of those rolls been a little bit nicer, this one could have had a completely different result. That was a ton of fun. Well played, both of you, and congratulations, Tack, on your victory.
That was an amazing game of Warhammer. There was a lot of tactics. There was incredible dice rolls.
Good game, Tack. That was a well-fought battle. Winner buys dinner. I love this roll. Biomass time.
Thanks again to this episode's sponsor, Magic Spoon. Remember, use code PLAYMAGIC or go to magicspoon.com/playmagic to try Magic Spoon treats or granola today and get $5 off. And of course, a great big thank you to you for watching. If you like what we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you really like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. Well, that's it from all of us here at the Play On Studios. On behalf of them, it's me, JT the Voice, saying, till the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on.